I guess I've always wanted to be a rancher. I mean, I really enjoy the cattle deal. I got started back started AI in 1974. I put together a group of cows. I bought actually from 4 different people that had been AIing before me. I've always sold bulls ever since I started AIing back in '74. I've always sold some bulls, but now we have our own bull sale, and it's been really good.
This was always our dream, was having the ranch and having this many cattle and having our fall sale and the bull sale.
And there's just something about them wanting to buy a bull from you. You know, that's what they're going to use to try to upgrade their herd. I mean, to me, it's just, I don't know, it's just a really good feeling that people appreciate what your genetics. And
we're always thinking, like, what are we going to do next? And I mean, I think that's really, really important.
One of my memories of when we were AIing is when the kids were little, we'd bring in the cows horseback, and everybody would bring in cows, and then when we get done, before we started breeding in the morning, then we'd always sit down and have a pop and a roll, and then Lacey and Trig would try to tell me which bulls to use on the cows. They'd get out the catalogs or magazines or whatever and try to pick out the bulls to use on cows, and that was really good memories. They really liked that.
When it come one time when we was AIing and calving, it was a full family operation.
You know, it was just such a neat way to grow up, learn to make decisions, and then, you know, when your calves were born, you know, if they worked, you know, it was your decision. You know, I mean, he kind of had the semen already picked out for the most part. He let me get shorthorn once. We didn't do that anymore, but they were fluffy and they were colorful. But it didn't really fit into our program, so. But I mean, it was your decision, and then you're the one that got, you know, the repercussions of it, whether it was good or bad. And, you know, to me, I mean, that was just life lessons in itself, except you were 8 years old already.
It's very rewarding. You know, it probably can be humbling at times, but it's very rewarding.
When we started FFA, Dad let us pick out 2 bred heifers for $2,000 a piece, a 0% interest loan, but we did have to pay him back. So I got 2 awesome cows out of that. And then later on, Dad had a really, really good, which I thought was a really, really good high main that I bought in our fall sale from him. And we named her Ooh La La, and she won Kansas City and Louisville. And then she's got 3 daughters that I flushed this year that go back to her. So she's like our prime example of, you can buy one in here, go win a show, and then still have a cow that is going to make you money later on. And I just think that's so unique that you can do that. And I mean, I hope that that's a goal that we can accomplish for lots of people too.
I mean, to me, the cow is what makes the difference.
I really think the one thing that we focus on more than anything is just productivity in the cattle. Like, the cattle are able to do multiple facets, which I just think is so unique. Like, we are not just focused on one thing. I mean, when we're AIing our cows, you know, we'll look at that cow and be like, well, should we go main, semi, Angus, club calf? Like, which way do we want to go with her? You know, and there's so many cows that we can do so many different things. I just think that is so important to be so versatile.
You know, I hear people say, well, if it's, you know, they're either a show heifer or a cow. You know, I don't quite buy that, I guess.
We just feel that is so important. Like, they're not just buying a one-time thing, they're buying a project for life. And that's something I personally really, really take pride in.
I'm a cow guy, and this is grassland.
I think South Dakota is just such a unique place. I think Dave and I work really great together because he does almost all of the eyeing and I do the haying, and we get a lot more accomplished that way instead of us both doing one thing. And
And with the ranch style here, what we do, you see a lot of sunrises and a lot of sunsets.
I always say you got to have a reason to get up in the morning, you know. And I mean, this dang sure gets you.